Welcome to Chats con Sabor. I'm your host, Joanna, and I'm here with my beautiful co host, Yvette, and our special guest, my friend Flor. Hello.
And hi
Hi,
from Philly.
everybody. From Philly. You
Go
heard the
birds.
accent.
Go birds. You know I had to throw that in there.
So today we're going to be talking with Flor, and we're going to be talking about the working mom. I think this is a subject that a lot of women are going to be able to relate to, and Miss Flor is going to tell us a little bit about herself and her background and everything that she does.
Alrighty, so you wanna know how old I am?
Sure.
Okay. So this was a very special year for me, 2025. I turned 50 years old.
Wow.
Yes,
You
I
don't
am
look
married.
50.
Uh, Thanks. I swear I'm still like 30 years old. You can't tell me that I'm not.
Can't tell you shit.
Nope. Um, so I'm married. I've been married for 20 years. I've been with him for 25 years. And we have two kids. My daughter is 23. And she's actually like TikTok famous, Instagram famous, whatever, right?
Little influencer.
hmm Um, Joanna knows her since she was a baby. And we have our son who's 12 years old. I work full time. Uh, Always have been working since I was 14 years old, and I'm still doing it. And so I work full time, and then I come home, and I'm a full time mother and a full time wife.
Well, we're going to hit on all of those topics, with all the questions and stuff that we have for you, because I feel like a lot of women, they kind of follow the same path. We talked about this on a different episode, and I think we all feel like we are like superwoman and we can just do it all and have it all. And sometimes, we can't.
Exactly,
Sometimes
exactly.
we end up like, I need a break,
Oof, yes. Um, Listen, I could write a book. Joanna knows most of my story, and she always
Yeah.
used to tell me that I should write a book.
She
So
tells me
yeah,
the same thing.
I'm telling you, she
been
has
there,
some.
been there, done that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
still doing it. So yeah. I think especially in our culture.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think it's
Yes.
more our culture. I don't think the American Caucasian culture is like that. I think it's a lot of like Latino culture, Asian cultures. We are just bred it that way
Mhm.
to be, a strong independent woman, but you also gotta work, right? You got a strong independent woman and you gotta work, but you gotta be the mom and you gotta take care of everything in the house. Oh, and
Mhm.
don't forget your husband, you gotta pacify him too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we're in our generation, I would say, we are taught that and raised that way, and it's embedded in us, in our culture, to be that way. So that's all we know.
You're very traditional, just like
Yes,
we are. It's very
yes.
Yeah.
traditional, yeah.
Yep.
hmm And
Absolutely.
then you have like the new millennials, and then you have the Caucasian families that they don't do that. It's like, oh, it's 50-50, you're my partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And ain't no Latino man doing 50-50.
Mm-mm.
Latino man is like, I'm going to work every day. I'm going to give you the money, and I'm going to handle what I'm supposed to handle, but you got to do everything,
Mhm.
even though
Mhm.
you work.
Fact.
Okay. So that's a Latino man. I don't know anything about Caucasian men, but from what I see and from what I've heard from friends, it's different. They different. They be like, we're partners. I got you. Go ahead. Go get a massage. I'll take care of the kids. We'll go to the
Yeah.
park. No, I don't know no Latino man that does that, but
He's like, I'll give you a massage.
5 second. Quick, quick.
No need to pay for it.
right.
It's so funny. So, right along the lines, it was interesting that you said that that's pretty much how we grew up, right? That's how were bred,
But
right?
we saw our mothers do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly, right. So, did you feel the pressure though from your family to be successful? Do you have brothers and sisters, and did you feel it from them or did they feel it as well?
So I have two older sisters, and yes, we were pressured because both my parents are from Central America, Honduras. So, immigrants, they came here, they did become citizens eventually, but for a very long time, they were here on just visa green cards. So it was like, you guys are born here, you have everything at your disposal, so you better get your education and you better work and you can't depend on a man. And you just got to make your life, right? And it's like, okay. And so it's like I see my two older sisters, they're doing what they got to do, they got it together. And then it's like, it took me, it, not that it took me longer, because I feel like I'm the older sister, because I run everything. Um, and but I did want to follow in their footsteps because they were doing really good. They were successful, but at the same time, I didn't rush to like get into marriage or anything like that. Like I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna be solo for a long time." So I was independent, working since I was 14. But I moved out the house when I was 18 on my own to live on my own,
Mm-hmm.
and I did that. And I lived my life, and I partied, and I did everything I needed to get out my system when I finally met my kid's father, my husband, and I was like, that's the one. And and then I finally settled down. I was 27 years old.
Mm.
So I took my time. Whereas my other two, my one sister got married at like 18 or 19. The other one, same situation. She was in a long-term relationship from a young age. So, but they were established. They had their jobs. They had their careers. They had their relationships. So great. I knew I didn't want that. I was like, yeah, I gotta circle the block a couple times. I gotta party. And then kids, girl, I ain't want no kids. I knew I didn't want no kids. I was like, I ain't never having kids. But, I love my husband. And when I met him, I don't know, something changed. But
You fell in love.
Got him.
right. But before my husband, I ain't want no kids from nobody I met. I was like, nope, it's not happening. Mm-mm.
That's interesting that because you're our age, right? Joe will be 50 in December, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
be 51. I was gonna say next month. This month.
This
We're in
month.
August.
Oh my God, you're okay. You're a Leo. Are you a Leo?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh,
I'm a
Virgo.
Virgo.
Okay.
I'm the second day into Virgo.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's kind of the same. I mean, for our generation, I feel like we had kids a little bit on the older side, even though we were around 20 years old is when we started. But I have friends that, and I know Joe too, they had friends that they had kids when they were much younger, like, 16, 17 years old,
Mm-hmm.
so, Joe had Christian at 19,
Mm-hmm.
19, and
Mm-hmm.
then I had my son at 20, and then four
Okay.
months later I
But
turned 21.
that's still, I think, at least you're not in high school, right? You weren't in high
Right,
school.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Y'all got to grow
yeah,
up together though, for sure.
yeah,
You
yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
your
Oh yeah, for
kids. Yeah.
sure,
And you
for
were still
sure.
young because 18, that's just because you're an adult doesn't mean that whew, you don't know what you want
What
to
you're
do at
doing. Yeah.
18.
Yeah, you're still a baby.
Right.
Exactly, exactly. And
So, in your career choices, I remember when you were in school and you were finishing your degree. I remember so much. I was like a little piece of everything.
Yes.
From Jocelyn being a little baby to, oh my God, now she's this gorgeous woman.
Thank you.
Juggling all that, school, work, your daughter, for a pretty long period of time. Did you feel like you sacrificed so much of yourself? Or like you mentioned, you got everything out of your system. How did everything flow for you? How did you make it flow for you?
You know what? I think that at that time in the 2000s, right, when I was going back to school, I think that I was more career driven. Like I wanted a title really bad. I think you remember this, Joanna.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I
Okay.
remember.
I wanted a title really bad. I was in my early 30s and I had all this ambition. I was hungry, right, for a title. And I felt that the company that I was with at that time would give me that opportunity, right? Um, I was so wrong. That company, because they pushed me, they're like, if you go and get your degree, like you know, you could really move up in this company,
Right.
this, that, and the other. So they hyped me up. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. I'm going. And they do the tuition reimbursement. So I was like, I'm gonna go. And again, I was young and I was like, I want more. And I wanted a title really bad. So I went to school, and with that, I will say that my husband was really good with that. It was only one night a week that he really needed to tend to our daughter, who was little at the time. And he handled that really well. That little 1 day a week, 4 hours, that one night, he handled that really well. He was able to, figure out dinner and get her a bath and get her in bed, because I didn't get home till 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
So he was able to do all those things, right? That one night a week for whatever years I was doing it for. So he did do that really well. And I don't think that it added more to my plate than I already had, because it was only that 4 hours one night a week. But I did feel like it interfered in Joanna. We used to go out every weekend.
Mm.
All right. And I had a lot of essays due. Like, me and my husband, we used to like to party. So we used
Bailando, always dancing.
right, we were always out dancing, right? So
Yeah.
that on the weekends, like, it was always some party going on, or the local spot that we went to, Salsa on the Square. You probably remember
Yeah.
that,
I
Joanna.
follow you.
And it was those that, or it was, if it was the summertime, it was always a cookout. And I had an essay, I had a midterm, and that hurted me. I would have to stay home, and he would go out, and I would stay home, because I wasn't going to stop him from having a good time. It was all our peoples, everybody's having a good time, and I'd be like, just tell him I had a term paper due, I had to do something, and I'd be struggling because I wanted to be out partying, and I would
Aw.
be working on papers. And I used to be working on papers during the week. Sometimes Joanna would be doing research for me, and we would piecework everything.
Yeah.
She
Oh
work
my
on one
goodness.
topic for me, and come up with like 200 words, and then be like, "Here, Flor, I got this for you," and we would just put everything together. So
That's a
Joanna
real
helped me
friend.
a lot.
Teamwork.
Yeah, that's a real friend.
Exactly. So I'd be like, "I got this topic I gotta talk about, Joanna. Can you find me a paragraph on this?" And she'd be like, "All right," and she would just be
We
doing
sat
research
right
for me.
next to each other. She was
Yeah.
on the other side of me, so we would always be, yeah,
Oh my God. I don't know how we didn't get in trouble, because we were always nonstop talking.
talking
Um,
and laughing. Oh my God.
Yep,
This is
yep.
good.
I'm surprised. It's crazy. But yeah, so like I said, I don't think going to school really affected my plate, my already full plate,
Mm.
because I'm not in school and I still feel, oh God,
Ay, ay, ay. Well,
Amen. All my kids are grown. I feel like,
right? And how do you feel when your kids call you, right?
yeah.
they don't
I,
understand that. That's another piece of it, is that they don't understand. Even though they're grown now, they don't understand that we still take on that responsibility for them,
Mm-hmm.
and
absolutely.
for the advice that we're going to give them, we need to make sure that we're giving them the
Yes.
right advice. Half the time, we don't know what the heck we're doing, or I want to say that at 50 years old, we've got our shit together and we've got
Mm-hmm.
life figured out, but there's curveballs all the freaking time,
Absolutely.
And we have to
Absolutely.
also adjust and kind
Figure
of
it out.
Mm-hmm.
figure it out. Exactly. And so to give them that advice, it puts a lot of pressure on us, and they're looking at us like we know all the answers. And I'm just
Exactly.
like,
Right.
I don't know nothing.
Yep.
Yeah,
And,
but
and
then
then
we give them the advice and they're like, goes out the window.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
that's stress.
Sometimes,
or more,
yes.
yep, or more stress.
Or more
Exactly.
stress. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, exactly.
And
That's
sometimes my daughter call me and I'll be like, "Oh my God, what? Like, what now?" Because that girl called me for everything.
what you want now?
I'm
And
telling you.
sometimes she know the answer to it. And she'll ask me, and then I'll tell her, and she'll be like, "Yeah, yeah, that's what I was." So what you because I just wanted to hear it from you. Oh my God.
I think
And
they just need
Confirmation.
confirmation,
yep,
validation
confirmation.
that,
Yep.
yeah, that they're making the right choice or decision. That sometimes they need to hear that we would do the same thing in their place,
Yeah.
things like that. So I
Agree.
don't know. I know I deal with it with my kids all the time. I have three. I have two girls and my son is the oldest. And yeah, we're constantly having conversations, about
Yes.
all kinds of stuff. And it's
Yeah.
just like, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Mom, I don't know. Just tell me what to do.
Yes.
You're not gonna listen anyways.
I'm like, listen, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry.
Yvette, how old's your youngest?
My youngest is 19.
19.
She'll
Okay.
be 20 in January.
All right.
Yeah. And
Those
then
are good.
my,
I feel like those are good ages though. Once they get past that teenage stage.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. Yeah. And my middle child, my older daughter, she's 26. And
Nice.
then my son is 30. He just
See,
turned
I
30.
feel
Yeah.
like that's like the right ages right there. Like they know they love you. There's no bickering.
Yeah.
That's where I am with my daughter. But we've always had a wonderful relationship.
Mhm.
And my son and I, we have such a great relationship. But he's 12. So when
Mm,
he comes to
yeah.
me with the drama, right? Seventh grade drama, I just be like, oh my God. I'll be like, that's what y'all worried about. I'm like, what? He'd be like, can you just give me advice? How do I handle this? How do I do it? And I'll be like, okay, do this. Okay. I'm 50 years, and I tell him, I'll be like, Papi, you know how old I am compared to you?
Oh, yeah. It's
So,
not even
yeah.
gonna matter in like 6 years,
Oh
for
Yeah.
man.
him. It's not even
Yep.
gonna matter. So yeah, it's so funny. I was having a
Yeah.
conversation with a friend of mine and I said the same thing. It's like in high school, we think everything is so massive, or in seventh grade, everything is so important. It's so dramatic, and our whole little world revolves around
Yep.
whatever that little drama is. And then you graduate high school and you have nostalgia for about a week, and then after that, it's done.
And then it's like nothing ever mattered.
Exactly.
None of it.
None of it.
None of
None of
it.
it. You can't even remember half the things you said or
Right.
was said to you. Yeah, it's so funny. The little adolescent minds, they just so much
Yep.
drama and so much stress
And then you
for
get
no
to
reason.
adulthood, y ahí se quedó. It's the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
same every day.
Yeah.
Sean tells me he's like, I don't think I like this adulting stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, Sean told you that? Well, Sean and Justin were there a year apart,
Yeah,
right?
that
Girl,
no,
let me
no,
tell
he
you.
turns 23
Yeah.
on in September.
Okay,
So
so
they're the
Justin's
same age.
yeah, Justin's gonna be 24 in February.
Mm-hmm.
So she says it all the time. We went to the beach last week, family day, right? And she's staring at all the kids. And she's like, oh, to be young again, right? She's like, look at that. Their parents doing everything to make their kids have a great day at the beach, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was like, what was I thinking? She's like, when I was a teenager, all I could think about is I can't wait till I'm an adult. I can wait. And look at me now. She's
Yeah.
like, now I gotta pay bills. I got a car payment. Ain't nothing like being a kid. She was like, I will turn the clock back and be a child all over again. And I was like,
Yeah,
because
that's
children
right.
don't have nothing to worry about.
Yep.
No, nothing at all. I saw this reel. There was this little girl. Her mom's recording her. She's sitting in the back seat in her car seat, and she's crying. She must be maybe about five,
Mm-hmm.
5 or 6, and she's crying, crying like, oh, with mucho sentimiento. She's
Con
just so
emoción.
hurt. Yeah, and the mom's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong with you?" And the little girl's like, "I don't want to be an adult." She was like, "You don't want to be in it. Why?" She goes, "Because it sucks. It's not fun." She goes, "No, yeah, you're right. It's not fun."
Yeah, it's not fun. It's
I
not.
do that now.
Yep.
I
Yep.
don't want to be an
It's not
adult.
fun
Yeah,
at all.
it's so funny.
Yeah.
So funny. Well, I could never find that reel. I don't know. It must have been good because I wrote it down, and it said working moms raise the
I will
most
do a
successful
part two.
kids. Yeah. I think I remember it about working moms raising the most successful kids, I think it's because we don't coddle. It had to do with something about not coddling our children and making them independent at an early age because we're at work. I think it worked more so for our generation. What are we called? Latchkey kids?
Latchkey.
Yeah,
Girl,
right?
but you just triggered something in me.
Oh, what happened? Tell, do tell, do
Cuenta,
tell.
cuenta.
You just triggered something, which what you said.
Tell me.
When you said that your parents don't coddle you.
Yeah.
Girl.
You coddle?
No, my mom never coddled me.
Oh yeah, no, no.
Okay, so that's an issue. That's traumatic for me. Okay, so and listen, me and my two other sisters, we went in on my mom on this, right? Because you know that generation, they don't believe in therapy and none of that stuff,
Yeah.
right?
No, no.
Uh-huh.
All that stuff se cura con una bofeta, right?
Con un
So,
huevo.
so during COVID, right? I was like going through something, but I was also going through premenopause, right? You probably was too, Yvette, because we're the same
Oh, girl,
age.
I'm still going through it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But you know the pre, right?
Yeah.
During COVID.
Yeah.
So during COVID, you couldn't leave the house. So I started seeing like a therapist online, virtually, to try to figure out that what was wrong with me. So the therapist got out of me that because my mom decided to go to work when I was born, because she didn't work with my two sisters, right? And then
Nuh-uh.
she decided to go work when I was born. So she left me with her mom. Um, and then I was like, why would you leave me? Like, you raised my sisters and then you leave me with my grandmom, and then I go to preschool, right? Because my grandmom
Mhm.
ended up dying when I was like 3. So then I end up going to like preschool or daycare or whatever. And my sisters never had that. And I was like, and then you worked all the time. So I'm like blaming her, right? I'm like, you worked all the time. And when you got home, you just came home and you got out your uniform and you cooked dinner y se trancaba en el cuarto and watch novelas, right?
Mhm.
There was no family time because my dad worked night shift. So I got to see my dad when I would get home from school, and he was like Mr. Lovable, right? That's my dad. And then it was like, and then he had to go to work, and then my mom would come at 5:30, and she was in a bad mood, and she would come home, and it was just like, here's dinner, and okay, I'm going upstairs. So there was like nothing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like, and then when there was something, it was the weekends, and it was like, get up and clean. And it was yelling, 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 right? And it was clean, 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 yell, 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 do this, do that, do this, or you're not going nowhere
Yeah.
outside. You can't do nothing. So now as an adult, I'm not an affectionate person, not even with my kids. And I blame her. And my sisters are the same way. Like, honestly, like, I feel like we were raised to be men. I always tell my
I
mom,
said that too.
Yeah.
We're like,
I
dude.
I always tell my mom, I'll be like, Papi raised such a strong man because I'm strong. Okay?
Strong as bull.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? So, and Joanna knows me. Joanna knows my personality. Ay, Dios mío. So, so I blame my mom. So one day, it was during COVID, and me and my sisters, we sat down and we went in on her. We were like, we blame you. We're like this. We're not affectionate women because of you, because you're not affectionate. You never gave us love. She be like, mira, she was like, don't start that shit with me. Don't bring that shit with me. She was like, ustedes no son así porque no son así. Don't blame me. And we're like, no, it's your fault. You never hugged us when we were little.
They'll never own that shit
They
ever.
won't.
My mom's the
They,
same way.
Yup, they
Same
won't.
way.
But you know what she will say? But you're strong, right? You don't need a man, right? If your man leaves you today, you can handle it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I did. That's what
She's like,
she
you're
be
welcome.
proud. She be proud of that.
Yeah.
And we over here crying like little bitches in the living room. Like, yeah, but that causes problems for us because we're like the man of the house. We're the ones that and we're crying like bitches, and mom would be like, nah. She'd be like, you know. like it's nothing.
Pendeja.
That, yep. So that's why I said, Yvette, you triggered something when you said that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, now my daughter is a Generation Z, right?
Z.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
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 So now when we have our little sessions, and she's very into like therapy's good for you and, mental health days and all that, right? And we'll sit down sometimes and we'll have conversations. She'll be like, well, um, my love language is touch and gifts and this and that. And she's like, you guys gave me a great childhood, but mom, like, I need affection because you never gave it to me.
That's not true.
Oh.
That's not true. I will defend that because
I
Flor was good with her.
I know. I feel like I am. I'm very attentive to my children. I feel like
You were very loving to
I'm
her when
like a
she was little.
helicopter mom. I'm a helicopter mom.
You are. Okay, we had that on one of our episodes. We talked about helicopter parenting. So you
Mm-hmm.
are. You are a helicopter
I
mom?
definitely am.
Yeah.
And I think that the way I show my acts of love is through service. And
Mm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
me cooking dinner every night, doing the things, whatever that you need, and I do. I baby my son. Like, girl, right before I came here to talk to you guys, I was serving that boy. I was serving him. I serve him his arroz con dule, bitén sabollado, with his little seltzer water, a napkin. And I'm like knocking on his bedroom door, like, here, Bobby. Okay. So I enable that shit.
Yeah.
He's doomed because none of the women
Yeah.
that are going to grow up his age can do any of that shit.
Not his age, not his
Mm-mm.
generation.
And I know that, and and we have conversations. I'll be like, boy, I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm be like, you're gonna have to find yourself someone from the island or something because it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
also tell him I don't want him falling in love soon. Not that I'm that type of mom because I know I'm gonna be like a cool mom or mother-in-law, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you falling in love till you like 30. Like, can
Yeah.
you like really soak your oats and have a good time and be a
Mm-hmm.
player?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what I want you to be like.
Be a player, but don't spread your seed.
That's what I
Yes,
used to tell Sean.
exactly. Yes.
Enjoy
Don't give your
yourself,
heart to
but
nobody anytime soon.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do you ever get overstimulated as a working mom? So we talked
Oh
about your
God.
daughter, how she's all about therapy and alone time and mental health days. Do you feel like you get
Yes.
overstimulated? Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
How do
I
you
re
how do you recharge yourself?
I tell everybody, shut the fuck up. I'll be like, everybody shut the fuck up right now. I'm like, everybody's talking. Shut up.
Shut up.
I laugh because that is her.
Yeah.
1000%. That is no bullshit.
And I just be like,
That's so
all of
funny.
y'all stop right now. And it be
Yeah.
like my husband, my son, my daughter, my mom, because my mom be over here too.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, y'all all need to just stop talking right now. And let me gather myself and I'll take a deep breath and then I'll point. Okay, what do you need?
Yeah.
And then I'll point to the next one and they be like, never mind now.
You took too long.
Yeah. And then, or my mom be like, or my mom, she'll be like, yo veo que está ocupada, yo me voy a la casa. And she'll make an exit. She'll be like, I
She'd be
come
like,
another day.
peace out.
So yes, that's that. If I get overstimulated like that at the moment, yes, I'll freak out right there on the spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or if you calling me at a bad time, I'll be like, this is not the time. Like if it's one of my kids or it's my husband, I'll be like, not right now.
Yeah.
When I get home, you tell me what you need, I'll take care of it.
Do you ever take any alone time, like longer showers, lock yourself in
Absolutely.
in the bathroom?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm going to tell
Good.
you what I've done, and I've put it into my schedule, and nobody could change it. Every 3 weeks, I get a chair massage for 30 minutes.
Nice.
I've been
Okay.
doing that since 2018 and haven't stopped. The only time I stopped was during COVID. So I have my person, I go to that. I get a body massage every 3 months with cupping.
Oh.
Okay? If this is like on lock, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I get a facial 4 times a year. I get my nails done every 2 weeks. What else do I do? Okay. I just started doing Pilates
Nice.
about, yes, I started doing Pilates in April. So let's say April 1st.
Uh-huh.
But I do it here in my house because I don't really like people. So I don't want to be around too many people. So,
She's not lying.
She's
and
like
I
me.
ain't trying to
You're
make new
like me,
friends
Flor.
either.
And like me, I
Listen,
can't stand people.
I am socially selective. Is that the
Yeah.
word?
Same. Yep.
Yeah, socially
Yep.
selective. Like I'm cool and but I'm cool with the right person,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
right? Otherwise, I'm gonna be real calladita in the corner. You're not
Uh-huh.
gonna get no emotion from me, not even a crack smile, nothing.
Yep.
But if I like you, ooh, we gonna cut it up and we gonna have a good time. And you can't get me to shut up, okay? But if I don't like you, I don't like you, and there's nothing you can do to make me like you, and I will stay away from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's really hard for me to like, not that it's really hard for me to make new friends, it's just I don't want to. Like it
Yeah.
really has to
A lot.
organically happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't, I'll stay away from you. I'll stay
Yeah.
away from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing
Um,
personal. I'm just gonna stay in my
yeah,
lane and I don't need to even leave my house.
especially at this age
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
there was once upon a time that I had so many friends and they
Mm-hmm.
were all tóxica.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I had some blame to it because yo era tóxica también, okay? And I think that I had the most friends when I was the worst person.
Version of
Yeah.
yourself. Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
okay?
Yep.
And now that I only have one, two, three, four, that I only talk to once in a blue moon, I am the best version of myself. I am the
Yeah.
happiest. I'm the most peaceful.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
everybody
yeah.
gets that version then.
Hmm.
Everybody that you're close to, that you
Yes,
hold near and dear to your heart, right? Everybody gets that best
absolutely.
version.
Absolutely. You know why?
Yeah,
Because the same way they fill my cup, I fill their cup.
exactly.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
not,
we've talked
we're
a
not
lot about
empty.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, do your kids ever complain that you're never home?
No.
No?
They be trying
They're,
to get
they're
me to
not.
go out, girl. Girl. They be like, you need to do something. So when I go out, they be happy
Nice.
for me. They be like,
That's
"Oh,
awesome.
mom, you're going somewhere." But again, I only go out when I go out with like Marissa, and Marissa has kids that are my son's age, and they call each other cousins. So whenever I go out with her, I take Jonah, and then they always play together. Um, so, and then Jocelyn be like, "Oh, you went out," and you remember my friend Violet, right? My
Mm-hmm.
friend
Yep.
Violet. So we go out. We try to get together like once every 3 months. And if I go out and have a drink with her, Jocelyn be like, "Oh, mom, you went out." I don't
Does
go
your, do you
nowhere.
ever go out with your daughter? Does she go with you
Yes,
sometimes? Yeah.
yes, yes, we do. Oh yeah, me and my
Good.
daughter, we go
Oh,
out and we have a drink. But then it be like the broke bestie, and then I'm like, "Dang, stop
that's the
trying to
other
limit
thing.
that."
That's the other thing. Every time I'm around my grown children, I'm the one fucking footing the bill. I'm like,
Every time.
Exactly.
why? Y'all got jobs.
But wait, but wait, my daughter be like, yes, I'll have, because my daughter bougie. She be like, yes, I'll have a lemon drop, please. And I'll have a dozen oysters. And when I tell you, she's that high maintenance best friend, broke best friend, I'll be like,
Your
girl,
bestie. Oh, that is so
She's been like
funny.
that since Chiquita, though.
yes, yes.
Such a
Bendito,
girly
but
girl.
she's so cute. She be like, I'll pay the tip, mom.
Aw.
So she always, she's cute. But
That's
she has
cute.
been like that since Chiquita. Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like from another
So cute.
lifetime, girl. She was like rich in another life. I don't know.
Must have been, yeah. I think I
Yeah.
was too.
Funny, I say I was a slave
Not
or a
me.
witch.
Not me. I can't do slave things. Like I gotta be. I mean, I don't do my nails. I do my own hair, and I'm letting my hair grow out.
Uh-huh.
Like the back piece, and letting it grow out. But anyway,
Come
um,
here. Excuse me.
I
My
do
eyes
my
are
own
watering.
shit. Yeah, no, I don't go and pay for services anymore. I pamper myself instead.
Really?
But
Okay. But you do it for yourself, and
Yeah,
you
for
do make
myself.
time for it.
Yeah, yeah, for
Okay.
myself. But also, I live clear across the country from my children, so I'm not doing mommy duties anymore. That's why I'm saying like I'm no longer the working mom. You know what I mean? You know,
Oh,
I'm still
okay.
a mom, but I don't have my kids at home anymore. They're grown. They're all
Yeah.
gone. You know, or I'm
Oh
gone. I
no, girl,
left.
both of mine are here, and even when I am here, sometimes I hear them walking towards my room, and I be like, "Oh, what you coming over here for?"
I'm all
Or
by
I hear,
myself.
Yeah.
yeah, or I hear, "Mommy," and I be like, "Oh my God, like what am I gonna be asked, right?" And I be like, "Yes." And it'll just be my daughter. She'll just jump on the bed and be like, "What you doing?" And I'll be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Like I just be like,
And I was
"Oh,
like that. I was like that with my youngest because there's 7 years in between my middle child and my youngest, right? So
uh-huh,
when the two older ones were already gone, my youngest was home with me,
okay."
and I would do that. I would go and I'd open her door and I'd be like, "What are you doing?" And I go sit on her bed and just like look at her and tell me what's the juice with or what's the
So
tea
and
with
so.
everybody.
What's the
Yeah,
gossip?
what's the gossip? You know. So yeah, what your daughter does to you, I used to do to my daughter.
I don't have to do that. Literally, I be like trying to hide. Like I be just wanting, I just be wanting my me time, girl. I be hiding from my
Yeah,
husband too.
I used to
I
do that
just
all
want to
the
be
time too.
sola, solita by myself, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and that's crazy, right? Because I feel like you know how you asked me when I was younger, right? I said I knew I didn't want no kids, but eventually I had kids. But honestly, I didn't even think I was gonna get married. Like I thought I was gonna be that chick that just was like had the cats living in a house and only by herself because
No fucking way.
I
Sorry.
don't want to be bothered, right? Like don't bother me. Leave me alone.
Hmm.
I want to be by myself. Like I just want to watch TV like a potato on the couch eating whatever I want. Don't bother me. I don't want to talk to nobody, right?
That's how I am
And
now.
yeah, yeah, but that's how I want to be. But I forget that I have a husband and two kids and a dog. Because the dog, that's another one. That one don't
Oh,
leave my side.
oh, you
He
got a whole
don't leave
bunch
my
of needy
side.
people around you, Florida. A bunch of needy people.
Yes, yes. So be all of them. I'm telling you, I was walking the dog before I fucking came inside. And I'll be like, oh shit, Joanna's texting me. And the dog follows me right to my room and he's right there, right by my feet. No
Oh
me
my
deja.
goodness. Oh
Yep.
gosh. Because it's
So do I
FOMO.
get
FOMO.
alone
Fear of
time? Not
missing
really,
out.
because I got the fucking dog next to me.
He's got fear of missing out, though. He's
Yeah.
just
Oh
got
my
FOMO. He's like,
goodness.
oh my God, if I'm not at mom's side, so I'm gonna miss something.
Yeah.
No, seriously, girl, and let me get up. I get up and he's like, where you going?
Yeah,
You're the alpha.
that's true. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yep, yep, yep.
Yep. Oh my
Well, we're gonna
goodness.
take this little moment for our little slice of advice. I have it. I'm looking at you
She's
like
looking
yes.
at me like I have the what the fuck moment.
Oh my God. Okay, okay, okay. I got this one. I got it. I do have it. This one I do have. All right. Slice of advice. All right. Okay. So, if you spend your time trying to control everything, you won't get a chance to see where life wants to take you.
Uh-oh. Look at Flor's face.
I'm sorry, but I feel like this is for the three of us here, okay? And for everybody else out there too, but this is for the three of us because I feel like we're, especially Hispanic women, we like to fucking control every aspect of our lives.
Everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And if we try to control outcomes, then we're missing all the fun that we could be having and the joy that we could be experiencing with the journey in between. All the in betweens is basically what it's saying.
Yeah,
We
but
gotta
that's
let go.
hard.
It is hard, right?
That's hard because when I tell you I control everything, when I tell you I control everything that I don't even know how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I literally, like, I do put everything in my calendar, but when I tell you from work to, running things at work and then coming home and then just like knowing like my daughter's appointments. my son's appointments, my husband's appointments. Compra gotta get done, cleaning gotta get done, the bills gotta get paid. Like everything, anything that needs fixing, even the cars, girl, because I take all cars to get service. I do everything for the cars. Um,
Oh
when
my
I tell
goodness.
you I do everything, I do everything. And my husband be like, I don't even know how you do it. He'd be like, I don't know what I would do without you because I don't know how to do everything you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I book our vacations, I do everything from A to Z. I handle my mom's finances. I pay all my mom's bills. Like I do everything for my mom. And my sisters, whenever they need advice or assistance in something, I
You
assist them.
come to you. Wow.
So I don't even know how I do it. And I just be like, I keep like notes because I be like, God forbid, y si yo me muero, they're gonna be like, how the fuck do I get into this? Where's the bank account numbers? What's
Yeah.
this? What's
She's
the
been
code for the alarm? What's this?
Flora's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
doing this since I've known her, though. I mean, years. She's always taken care of her parents' finances. She used to make sure everything was paid. Like she's been doing this forever.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
When my dad passed away, Joanna, did I get to mourn?
Mm-mm. Nope.
My mom fell apart. My dad fell apart. I mean, my
Yeah.
sisters fell apart. All my family came from Honduras, Miami, and I couldn't even cry. Why? Because
Wow.
I had to do everything for the funeral, the church, the arrangements, the catering. Every single day, I had catering. I had to pick the menu. I had to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, but you're the strongest. You're the strong. I'm the baby. I
You
had
were
to do,
also daddy's little girl.
and I was daddy's little girl. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't tell me I wasn't his favorite.
If anything, you should have been the one being able to like break down and
Nope.
cry, get into a fetal position for a
Nope.
little bit at
It
least.
took it took about a month and a half. And remember I caught strep throat, Joanna?
Mm-hmm.
So I was out of work for a month. And
Mm-hmm.
thankfully for my bosses at that spot, at that time that me and Joanna worked together, they were so gracious with me. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I was ready to come back, I caught strep throat for 2 weeks. I think my body just shut
Just
down.
sit down. Yeah.
And that is when I was able to mourn.
Wow.
And then I got on Lexapro.
We were on it together.
2005, baby. July of 2005.
Druggy besties.
We were druggy besties.
It was like, ooh, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just to
Yeah.
keep me afloat, I needed that. I needed that. Yeah.
But that's what we were talking about at the beginning of the episode is we think that we can handle it all,
Yeah.
but then we get to a point where we really can't. Like we have our limitations, just like everybody. And as strong, what is that saying? Like strong women need guidance
Oh,
too. They need support as well, and
some,
strong men too.
yeah. Sometimes we need that hug. Sometimes we need somebody to be like, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Everything will be fine.
It's
yeah.
We got
okay.
this.
You
Yeah.
know, like I
I'll
don't
try.
cry. That's another thing. I don't cry. I
Oh,
don't
I'm a
cry. I don't know what it is to cry. You know what I cry for? I cry over the dumbest shit.
like what?
I'll, I'll cry over like, I don't know. I can't even tell you the last time I cried. If I'm gonna give you an example of something that will make me cry. Yesterday, we did a
Mhm,
family day. We went to New Hope, right? This really cute village, Main Street village, right? Like the
mhm,
Hallmark movies. And we go, but we started late, so we didn't have breakfast. So now it's 2 o'clock, and I'm starving. We're all starving. And we're walking around to all the places, and they're like, oh, it's an hour wait, it's an hour wait, it's an hour wait. So now I'm about to scream, right? Because everything is an hour wait, right? And I'm starving that I feel like I'm gonna pass out. So now I'm walking and I'm going like this because I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna scream because why did we wait this long to eat, right?
right.
And then it's hot. because it's like freaking 100 degrees, right? And I'm hot, and we're just walking up this beautiful streets where there's all this food, but they can't sit you because it's taking an hour. And then by the time that hour is done, they shut down for brunch, and then they close for an hour, and then you can't eat till 4.
Oh
Oh my
no,
God.
no, no.
So I wanted to cry so bad. I wanted to
Yeah,
cry. That's the type of stuff that will make me cry. Not
yeah,
serious shit.
yeah.
And that's petty,
I
right?
mean,
Who
no,
cries because they can't get nothing to eat?
me.
I get fucking
I
hangry,
get
man.
hangry. I
Man,
get hangry.
I
But when I'm
was,
angry, I feel like I want to cry, because I'm mad and it's just emotion, like having to
but I
release.
was madder because we stopped at Wawa, right? Dig this. We stopped at Wawa because they're all ready to pass out in the car. They were like, "You gotta go in the Wawa. We need chips, right?" So of course they all grab chips, right? I don't go inside. I'm like, "Y'all get whatever," and I was like, "Grab me salt and pepper kettle chips, right? That's all I want." They come out and they're like, they didn't have your salt and pepper kettle chips, right? So they all got chips. I didn't get my chips because they didn't have them. So Jocelyn's like, "Mommy, it's okay. You could eat some of mine. I got plain kettle." So now me and her sharing a bag. So I'm like eating, eating, eating. So everybody got to have a drink and chips, and I had to share chips. So I'm angrier. They at least had the chips to hold them over till we found a restaurant, right? I had a couple chips. I had like 4. They had a bag.
Oh
So,
my
they're
God.
trying to calm me down, because it's family day. And my husband's like, "Babe, it's going to be okay. We're going to find something, right?" And we did. Luckily, listen, we did. We found something. I had some amazing pasta, and I was happy. Imagine, I ordered 2 bowls of the pasta.
Because you didn't get your
Josh was
own bag
like,
of chips, though. That's why.
listen, my husband was like, I think you don't need that, right? I was like, "But it's really good." He was like, "I think it's because you were just like really hungry that you think you need to order another one." I was like, "No, it's really good." And the portion's really small. So they're laughing at me, right? And I'm a margarita in because now I'm feeling happy, happy. And
Yeah.
and listen, the second bowl of pasta came out, and guess what? Mama ate it. Okay.
Good,
And
yeah.
I was happy and I was full. And we got ice cream afterwards. So but that's just an example of the petty shit I would cry for.
Yeah.
But something serious, it won't. Look, I could go through a breakup and I'll be like, "He died.
Oh my
He
gosh.
don't exist anymore."
You have your walls up then. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I would be like, ask Joanna. I would be like, "That's not affecting me at all. No tears, no nothing."
Like,
Yep.
Yep.
se acabó.
Se acabó. That's
Yeah.
it.
Now
But
you know who
girl,
I learned it from.
Yep.
but don't, but if I don't get fed, I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah. That's a valid reason, though. I'm just gonna say.
I'm telling you, I'm
But
the
I,
same way.
but I almost started crying because they didn't have salt and pepper chips. That's
It's what
petty.
matters to
Again,
us.
I was just gonna say again, it's a valid reason, Flor. I mean, I'm just saying.
It's what matters to us. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, I have a couple of, or actually a few, 4 to be exact.
Okay.
Uh, did you know this about working moms? And I want to read them to you guys, and then see what you think. Okay.
Okay.
They always feel guilt. Those who don't normally are made to feel that way by society.
I don't feel guilty.
But are you made to feel that way then by people that you know, maybe in a social setting or whatever, or at school?
No, because everyone I know works just as hard as I do and does exactly what I do for my kids. They do it for their kids. I don't know anybody that has it easy. And these are educated, successful Latinas
Yeah, yeah,
that, you know, that do this. Now, what I do say all the time, I always say, who decided feminism is a thing? Because
right.
let me tell you something. I'd rather be barefoot and pregnant, making biscuits in the kitchen, washing and folding laundry,
Then working full time.
than
Yeah,
working full time.
yeah, yeah. Yep.
And I
I would have to agree with
understand,
that.
yeah, and I understand the reasons for independence and all that, right? I get that. If I could be a stay-at-home mom with the benefits of independency, I
Yeah.
would want that because I want to be able to be here when my babies are little, pick them up from school and make them lunch and feed them and be with them and talk to them, play games with them and help them with their homework. I don't want an aftercare doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I
Yep.
just feel like us as women, we should be able to bear our children and be there for them and not have to have two incomes to survive. And we should be there for our children as mothers.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
so no, I don't feel guilty because that's society being you need two incomes, right, to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta work and your kids gotta go to school and you can't be home. And so no, I don't feel guilt. And my kids always say that I give them, me and my husband give them a good life. So um I don't feel guilt at all. No.
Good. What about you, Joe?
Eh, I'm like yes and no. Um, I think the lifestyle of when I started having, like when I had, so I had two different lifestyles. Growing up with Christian, raising him, it was me by myself. Grew up, raised him a little differently to be more appreciative of the things you don't have. Then when I got married, my life changed.
Betty fucking Crocker.
You know, it, but I had to work too, and the time that I would have loved to spend with my children, I couldn't because it was a two income household. I would have been making biscuits and all that myself if I could, just to be there for my children, making sure my kids were good.
Yeah.
Which she makes great, by the way, from scratch.
Oh yeah. I know she's a great, fantastic
Mhm.
cook. Yep.
I've gotten better.
Yes.
I've gotten better.
Girl, can you get any better than what you already were?
Yeah.
She says, "Yeah, I did."
Yo, because her stuff was amazing.
You're not far behind there, my friend. You cook pretty damn good too.
So awesome. I would say that feeling the guilt from society, a lot of times I would get the snub because I was married to a military man, a Marine. And I worked full time most of the time. I did have a period of time where I stayed home with my kids after my last child was born. But for the most part, I've always worked. So when I would go like to the school functions and I'm running late and I walk in the door late, my ex is there because he had a little bit more leniency with his schedule. I was, stuck working, far away, having to drive. And I would see the military moms that stay at home, that had the ability to stay home or the luxury to stay home. They would give me like that look, like you can't even make it on time to your own kids, recital, whatever it was, I'm just like doing the best I fucking can here, you know what I mean? Like without completely breaking down. So then when I got to the point to where I could stay home with my kids and my ex was just like, yeah, you don't work. You're pregnant, whatever. I stopped working when I think I was like 5 or 6 months pregnant with my last child. And then I stayed home for almost 7 years. So, I mean, they had me for those 7 years and then,
Nice.
or 8. Oh, it was almost 8 years actually. So they had, all three of them got to have me obviously at different stages, right? My youngest was little, but still they got to have me there home when they get home from school and having dinner ready and all that
Nice.
stuff. And I think the kids really, really enjoy it, whether they say it or not, whether they know
They
it or
appreciate
not,
it,
they
yeah.
appreciate it. Definitely when they get older because
Absolutely. That's part of
yeah.
their memories. Yeah.
Right. Core memories. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So I think it's great. But I agree with you that it's kind of like 50-50 where I personally didn't feel guilt for myself because I knew that I was providing for my family, helping to
Right.
provide for my family. But at the same time, getting that guilt trip from other people, outside moms,
Yeah.
the stares and whatever. Being judged. That's what
Right.
it was. Being
Right.
judged. So, all right. So the second one says some admit to feeling relief when they're at work. No comment.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Sometimes
I,
it's a lot. Like you said, everybody's talking at the same time and you're just like, shut up,
yeah.
because, you can't get away. So when you're at work, you don't have all that going on.
I
At
do.
all. At
I'm
all.
like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
No, at work is actually peaceful.
Yeah.
I feel like when I'm at work, I can work.
Do
You
you have
know?
your own office?
No.
Okay. So do you guys have an open concept? Because we have an open concept, and I want to like go and be like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Everybody shut the fuck up.
So luckily for me, it's just me and two coworkers.
Oh, okay.
So you
It's
know,
not 20 people like me.
no, thank goodness, no, and it's two men, so it's great.
Oh, even better. Yeah.
Yes, it's it's no water cooler talk. It's none of that. Oh, I do my thing. They do their thing. Nobody bothers me. I love it's so peaceful. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I had my own office for a long time. So, yeah, and then I started working remotely. So I was just working from home. So it was
Okay.
I
fantastic.
love working from home.
So do
I
I.
love working from home too because if Jocelyn's at her business and Jonah's at school, my husband's at work. Yes, I have the house to myself and it's great. So I also feel when I'm alone at home, I focus. So,
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
more productive.
Yeah.
but work from home and everybody's home. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah. That would be hard. That would
Yep.
definitely. I feel like if I worked from home while my kids were little, I would not have been as productive a worker
Right.
because they take up a lot of your time and
Absolutely.
they require a lot of attention because they're kids.
And especially when you're busy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially when you're sitting on the toilet.
When you're doing when you're not busy,
About anything. Yeah.
when you're not busy, they don't bother you. Soon as you
Exactly.
get on a phone call with your
Oh,
girl to
yeah.
hear the bonchincha or
Who's
whatever,
talking to, Bob?
or you watching your favorite episode.
Look at this, mom. Look at this.
Yep. Yep. Look
Oh,
how
my
high I can get.
my grandson's the worst. As soon as you get on that phone, he's like, Gigi, 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 Gigi. I'm like, buddy, I'm on the phone with work. Shh, be quiet.
So
I'll tell
funny.
you.
All right, the next one says working moms feel more useful and appreciated at work than at home. I
I You listen, I feel
yeah,
super appreciated at home.
that's good.
I
That's,
know, I know that they love me to death here.
that's
I
good.
do. And they remind me all the time.
That's awesome.
I mean, my mom reminds me all the time. My husband reminds me all the time. My kids, like, they do. They be like, Mom, like, they're so thankful and so gracious for everything.
Yeah.
Everything that I do, from the smallest thing to the big thing. Very gracious. Very gracious. So
I,
yeah. Yeah, I feel
that
really
is
appreciated.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say though that it's probably not the norm
No.
to feel appreciated at home because I feel like you were saying earlier, especially Hispanic men or Latino men, they feel like it is on us to get
hmm
everything done, and it's almost
Like
like,
that's what you're
well, that's
supposed to
your
do,
job.
right?
Yeah, what do you want? A
hmm
fucking pizza party? You want an
Just
award?
just remember, Flora's in control. Flora's in control. JK to the hubby. JK.
No, but it's true. Yeah, it's like yeah. When you handle everything, oh my God. Even sometimes like the littlest things like like the the trash can, the husband walks by the trash can and
And
be
the
like,
trash is full.
no, no, he always takes out the trash, but it will be something like, um, there's no bag in the trash can. I'll be like, I'll be like, who you talking to me? I'll be like, the bags are right there. Like, you right. Yeah,
Oh,
but like, huh? Or when the kids be like, Mom, can you do this? Or I'm having trouble logging into my PlayStation. Or like,
oh, that
do you
sounds like
not
a
see a dad
you
right
problem.
there? I mean, ask
Oh
him.
my God.
And he'll be like watching the game or like on his phone. I'll be like, you ain't just hear them?
Oh my gosh.
Like, I'd be like, oh, all right. And he'll get up and go and mess with the PlayStation. Like, you saw a PlayStation? Why are you asking me? Stuff like that. I just be like, oh my God, like I can't do everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Girl,
I don't have that anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
yeah,
He is
that's good,
on it.
girl.
Yeah, it is
That's
good.
girl. That's good. Cause sometimes I still be like, do I gotta get the ladder out and change the light too?
Nope. I don't have to worry about any of that.
Sometimes.
Listen,
Sometimes I'll be
I
like,
I tell people this funny story at my house when I was married. I literally changed out the toilet. It
oh
was
hell no.
the whole damn thing. The whole damn thing. I switched it out, and he was standing there on like on the wall, the doorway with his
Uh-huh.
hands like this, and he's like, "You need some help?"
Oh
Motherfucker.
hell
Like,
no.
what? I'm like, no. He's like, well, I got the muscle. You be the brain. I'm like, oh dear God, I got this.
And you did it.
And I fucking did it. But you want to
Okay.
know why? You want to know why I did it? Because when I went to go get the parts, the guy at Home Depot, he looked
Mm-hmm.
at me and I said, "Do you guys have anybody that will come and do this for me?" And,
Mm-hmm.
he looks at me and he was like, "You can do this. I have faith in you. You can do this." And I looked at him and I was like, "Well, shit,
I
okay."
don't I don't want to do it.
I got this. No, I was like, fuck yeah. I was empowered. I was
Uh-huh.
like, I got this. So I went and I fucking did it. I had a fucking shit. Like, it was a hard thing to do, but I did it. I did it.
I'll tell you what. What you saying, if I was single or divorced or widowed,
Yeah.
yes, I
Yeah.
would learn to do it and I would do it myself, okay?
Yeah.
But if I got a husband, you changing that motherfucking toilet.
I should have. I should have done that. You're
Yeah.
right.
As
Yeah.
he's
You're
sitting
right.
there
And you
looking
got
all
two
cute.
times, and you got two times for me to tell you that I need something done around the house, or I'm calling a contractor that you're paying for.
Yep. Mm. That's the problem, though, is that he would always say, let's just call somebody. Let's just call
Basically.
somebody to do it. Oh my God. I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm going to do it. Because the guy at Home Depot told me that I could do it. So I'm going to fucking do it. And I did it. I
Yeah.
was so proud of myself. I
Mm-hmm.
will forever tell that story because that's one of my, like, I've
Proud
always been like
moments.
a handy woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
I
that's a proud
can,
moment
it was a
for
very
you.
proud moment for me.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, good job, girl. Like,
that's right. Shit.
fucking,
Pat yourself on both backs.
and I did it without a plumber's crack.
I got to.
So, well,
Let me ask you,
now
Joanna.
now I want a man that could do everything because fuck that. I don't, yeah, I don't have the strength anymore to do it. So I'm good.
Yeah. Well, good for you, Joanna.
Yes, definitely. All right. The last one says
Well deserved.
That's right.
yeah, yeah, no, yes, it is. The last one says they understand the value of time and are usually better at time management. I have to agree with that. Working
Oh, yeah.
moms,
Absolutely.
definitely, definitely.
Absolutely. I have
1,000.
a strict time management too.
Yeah,
I'm like this. Yeah.
yeah.
I may
Um,
arrive 2 hours late to your party, but my household is on
But
time.
her checklist is done.
but it's on point. The house is well kept. It's a party anyway. What? Unless you're bringing the food, then that's a problem.
I'm freaking
Yeah.
Or
strict
the
as
alcohol.
shit with that. Check,
See,
check, check,
see,
check.
that's why I would
On
hire
time.
catering service because I'll be like, I'll pay for convenience and anything I can.
You know what? Me too. I'm that way
Yep.
too. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Next question I have for you. Does your partner ever make you feel like you have to work, or is it just something that you
Oh
like to
no.
do?
No,
No.
he's so supportive. We talk about things like that all the time. And he always says, I wish circumstances were different where you could be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
But you know how you have conversations about what happens if one of us was to lose our job or if I was to lose my job, right? He's not losing
Mhm.
his job because he's in law enforcement and they're not losing their jobs. But he'd be like, you'll never have to worry. If anything was to happen, we'll be fine.
You're covered. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, so I have that support. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
I was lucky enough to have my ex provide that luxury where I could stay home with the kids for those almost 8 years.
Hmm.
He even got a second job at one point. He
That's
was
awesome.
working part time at night for FedEx. I
Hmm.
mean, so
Yeah, and you know
he did
what?
what he
That's
had to do.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing because I feel if not that we would need a second job, but if that's what my husband needed to do, he
Yeah.
would do whatever because he's my husband's a people pleaser and he's imagine if he's a people pleaser in general, imagine how he is with his family.
Right. Yeah.
Like he makes sure that we are number one priority, taken care of, and always happy.
Yeah. I think that's a great foundation for your relationship because you
Yeah.
know that no matter what, you have that person to fall back on
And your
Yep.
kids too.
and that support. Yeah.
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 And I
Definitely.
think that that makes it easier in my marriage to do all the things that I do
Yeah.
because of that graciousness, that love, that support, that appreciation. It's so easy for me to give 1,000% and not
Hmm.
ever bitch about it because
Yeah.
I don't bitch. I don't walk around saying I do this, I do that. Never.
That's awesome.
Am I overwhelmed? Hell yeah. You know, do I want to be locked in the room by myself watching seven uh freaking series of shows? Hell yeah, right? I
Yeah.
want to be
Yeah.
left alone, but I'll do anything for my family.
Yeah.
And the fact that they make it easier for me and appreciate me it makes me want to do more for them.
It makes
Yeah.
it worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
the same way with my friends too. Like my little close friends that I have.
Yeah.
My God, as much as I love them and as much as they love me and the way they are with me, I'll do anything.
Yeah. That's awesome. What about you,
Yep.
Joe?
Look, I have this. My love language is acts of service too. So I
Yes,
mean,
it is.
I just when I love you, and that's it. You know, it's you're my people. You're who I want to protect. You're who I want to, just make sure that you're good before I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I just
Yeah. Yep.
that's
So
just me.
thoughtful. Yes. Very
Yeah.
thoughtful person. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's also important to note, though, you just said something right now. Make sure that you're good before I know that I'm good. I feel it's important to put out there that we can't pour from an empty cup. So to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves so that we can take care of those around us that we love and that we want to provide for.
Girl, I make
and
sure
all
my
that.
cup is always full before I provide to anyone. If there is something that I have learned in my lifetime is that the one thing I love me and the way I love me, I'm gonna love you.
Yeah.
I know that's
So
right.
Yeah.
Joanna, you got
there's
that's
no
why I
problem
said
with that.
when you asked me Yvette about self-care,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I indulge, okay?
Yeah.
I indulge because if I'm good and I'm happy, y'all gonna be straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true.
It's so true.
When mama's
Hmm.
happy,
Everybody's
everybody's
happy. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's right. That's right. I know that for sure. Um, do you feel like you had to forego any dreams that you had before in order to be a mom
No.
or a working mom?
Nope.
No.
Nope. I
That's
feel
good.
like this was my destiny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you
This was
think
my
that it
destiny.
helped when that you had kind of like a later start to marriage and family life and everything? Like you put yourself first
Absolutely.
for a little while
Absolutely.
before. That's
Because I was able to see what I wanted in a partner.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What I don't want, what I do want. Um, and I was able to accomplish that with a lot of hard work because it wasn't easy.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. Life is never
Um,
easy, right?
mhm, mhm. But no, I have, no, I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Yep.
Good. That's good. Joe?
I'm living my best life now, girl. I am just being honest. I would never change anything about being a mom and raising, but my kids are gone. Sean just moved out.
Nice.
With his girlfriend, and he has his life now, and now it's just my fiance and I and the dogs. We go, we get on our motorcycles, and we out.
That's
We
nice.
go, we do things together, and I've learned to appreciate life now more.
Yeah.
And I want to leave this earth without any regrets.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to
Do the things.
I want to do the things. I want to love hard and just appreciate everything around me.
Yeah.
Because we can go at any time. And I learned that early on in life.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I don't think I did either. I don't think because like you, I feel like I'm living now the way I want. I'm living for me now, so I set my dreams aside. I put my career aside for a long time for my ex-husband, followed him around with his career and raised my children, was home with them. I did everything the way that I felt like I was supposed to, or the way I feel like it was
Meant to be.
Yeah, benefited my children the most.
Yeah.
And so now I can live guilt-free. Knowing that my kids are on the opposite coast from me, I don't feel any guilt about that because I see them often. I talk to them almost on daily basis. Talk to them all the time, you know what I mean? So I don't see them. I'm not like physically touching them, but I feel like I can live now for me guilt-free.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So it's been nice. It's been nice. Yeah. I feel like the three of us are at an age where we are just now coming into, or we have already come into our own, and we're just like, you know what? I call it the fuck it bucket. Like, just toss it in there because you know what?
Yeah.
As long as we're all happy, we're good.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
I like that. The fuck it bucket.
The fuck
No,
it bucket. Toss it
it's
in.
true. You accept what you accept, and you don't. And who gives a fuck what they think? I'm just. Oh man, I think when I'm an old woman, I'm gonna have issues.
Look at your face. Oh my gosh.
Look at you, birdie.
Oh my goodness. Looks like a big dog. Is he?
No, he's only like 15 pounds.
Oh my god. Oh, but maybe he's close to the camera.
It's his little
He
face.
is.
Yeah, it's because he's close to the
He's
camera.
a Shih
Little
Tzu.
face.
He's a Shih Tzu poodle.
Oh, okay.
And of course, he had to climb up here and sit on my lap.
And say hello. Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, mommy, too
What are you
much
doing?
time.
Again, what did I say? FOMO. What are you doing, Mom? What am I
has to be right
missing?
here. Yep. What am I missing? He just jumped down. Yep. He said,
So
"What are
cute.
you doing?"
Yeah, exactly.
Nosy.
Yep.
All right, I have another question for you. Do you feel like you give 100% effort both at work and at home? I feel like you're pretty balanced, so this is kind of
Yes,
a
I
rhetorical
do. I
question,
do.
but-
I do. I do. I give the both the same amount. So yeah.
Do you
I'm
leave
full.
work at work and home at home and vice versa?
Say that again.
Do you leave work at work and home at home?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I leave work, work stays where I work.
That's
And
good.
when I'm home, it is home.
That's good.
Yep.
That is something that I live with. I remember Rob Jones telling us that one time. He was like, work is work and home is home. You leave what's at work, and you be at home, be present, be with your family. I'll never forget that quote from him, ever.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, whatever's at work is going to be there tomorrow. That's what I always
Yes.
used to tell all my staff. Like, listen, leave it on your desk. It's 5:00. Go home, be with your family, be with your babies, be with your husbands. Go have a drink. Go do whatever you got to do outside of work. Go do it because it's going to be here all tomorrow.
Oh yeah. And work, honey, work. They don't love you.
You're replaceable.
You're replaceable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Your family is
Everybody-
your family. Your family loves you, and they know, what you need and what you don't need. Your job expects you to do something, and you're getting paid for it, and that's it. So yeah, it stays right there.
Exactly. And if you die tomorrow, guess what?
They
They're not
replace
going to
me.
mourn you. They're going to replace you. Yeah.
I'll replace you in 2 weeks.
Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly. I'm not. Yeah.
They
Mm-mm.
find out you're sick, they're already starting to look for
And
your
at this
replacement.
age, you think I'm going above and beyond? Nope.
Nope.
And
Yeah.
guess what? I don't want a title anymore.
Hmm. Same here. Same here.
Look,
Like,
I'm good with my title. I'm like, they're like, don't you have goals?
no.
Damn,
Nope.
I'm 50 years old, bro. I got to where I
No.
got to, and I'm
It's
good.
Yeah.
I'm
yes.
Yeah.
solid. I
I
am
don't want none
solid.
of that. No,
Yeah.
thank you. I wanted
Nope.
that 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm solid.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yep.
That's very true. Well, we're at our what the fuck moment this time. Now I can look at you.
I got a good what the fuck moment. I can't wait to hear what y'all think.
Okay.
So I love Reddit,
Uh-huh.
where they read like, "Am I an asshole?" Well, this one's good. So there is a young lady who's getting married. Her best friend is one of the bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids.
Yeah. So she got really sick and she decided to cut her hair. And supposedly, I guess it's a foreign wedding. It's
Destination
foreigners.
wedding, yeah.
So there's two weddings. And she had the dresses picked out, the hairstyles picked out, and all that.
Yeah.
Well, her friend got very sick, so her hair started falling out and everything, so she had to cut it.
Okay.
So when she cut it, the bride looked at her and was like, "Oh, it's okay." So then she turns around to like several weeks later, then she has an issue with her short hair
Oh my
and
God.
tells her she cannot be in the wedding.
Oh my god.
Oh, it gets better. So she sends a text message to them and she's like, "Hey, can you guys reimburse me for the food, for the clothes that I bought, all the accessories, all that stuff, because since I'm not going to be in the wedding, whoever you choose can probably use it and get it altered, whatever it may be." They said no.
Wow.
So
Asked her not to be in the wedding.
They asked her not to be in the wedding. They did not refund her the money, so she sued them to get her money back.
Did she win?
She won. She
Good.
got some of her money back,
Good.
but she lost her friendship. Now,
You're not
Girl, my
friends.
friendship would have been cut the moment that you were talking about my hair when I'm fucking fighting like
I'm
to save
sick.
my life.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
Like
no,
that
no, no.
part. I would have cut the friendship anyway. Like,
I was
fuck
like,
that.
what?
Wow.
I would have sued her ass too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, like, and she even says that, it's not like she makes a ton of money and she, purchased all these dresses and all this stuff. She had paid for everything in advance.
Yeah.
And then when they cut her out, it's like, how do you handle something like that besides terminating a friendship,
Right.
be out?
So, like
Go ahead,
Yvette
Flor.
said, cutting her off from the begin, right? Cutting her off as soon as you came at me because of the hair issue, right?
Yep.
You have no empathy because the girl's losing her hair. She needs to cut her hair a certain way, and you worried about the aesthetic.
Right. Right.
I wouldn't have if I truly, truly love you. You're going to be a part of my party,
Yeah.
whether you have hair or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And it wouldn't have been an issue. Okay. It
Yeah.
wouldn't have been an issue. Now, I'm glad she sued them, but I would have sued for twice as much just for you being an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, for pain
Yeah.
and suffering.
Pain and
that's
suffering,
that's
yeah.
what I said. Why
Yeah.
why would you just sue for the
What you lost.
materialistic?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now you're out of friend. You're just you're hurt. I mean, it's like
Yep. Yep.
But
Pain
it's
and
really
suffering.
good but it's really good because look, it took all that for her to lose those friends.
Yep.
How long were you dealing with that? And what other little things
In other
that
ways,
these people
yeah.
do that
Yep.
you never noticed until it was a real serious issue.
I mean,
You
I was
know?
like, I'm listening to this shit. My freaking eyes are like this big. But it's Reddit confessions. It is such a. Am
Is
I
it
an
the redhead?
asshole?
Is it the
Yeah,
redhead? Yeah, I like her.
I love
forget her
listening
name.
to this.
Charlotte.
I'm like,
Charlotte is.
It's a podcast?
no, it's
No, it's on TikTok.
it's on TikTok, but I think it is a podcast. They
Oh,
take
okay. I'll
stuff
have to look it
out,
up.
and yeah, you have to because there's some good ones.
Am I the asshole if or because or
There's two different podcasts that do it, and they read people's they send them stories and stuff of what they've
Okay.
gone through, and they say, am I an asshole because of XY? You're gonna be like,
Yeah.
what?
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
that one's messed up though. That one
it
she
is
yeah.
very
There was
messy.
an issue there. There was something serious there. That
Hmm.
it wasn't just I don't
Yeah,
want to come
that
out
was
in your wedding or she changed her hairstyle. Like this was serious. So
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, it
yeah.
was heartbreaking. I was like,
Yeah.
I felt so bad for her, but
Yeah.
anyways.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So moving on here, you mentioned earlier that your mom worked and stuff, and then when she got home, she would lock herself in the room and stuff.
My
Do
mom
you?
used to do the same shit.
My mom used to have power naps. When she would come home from work, she'd be like, "Don't bother me," but she would literally lay on the couch, and so I had to be quiet in the house, and it was just me and my mom. I'm an only child, so just me in the house, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, like I can't even make any noise." But her power naps literally were power naps, 25 minutes, and that was it. She was up and out, like, "Okay, let's do whatever we gotta do or whatever." But those 20, I couldn't bother her. for those.
Yvette, that's funny because I do that now. I take like 30-minute naps sometimes. So I
But
have
out
it,
in the living room where everybody's hanging out.
girl, right on the sofa.
Oh my
Sometimes I oversleep and my husband gets home and he be like, girl, he be like, I just knew I was gonna find you on the sofa because he knows I love me an appetizer, girl. That's what I call it. I call it an appetizer when it's before
I love
dinner.
that. I love that an appetizer. Listen, naps are yeah.
Yo, they're
Now
life.
my body tells me I need to fucking close my eyes. Guess what? I'm closing my fucking eyes. Like I
Yes.
don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm closing my eyes. I will go get under my covers
Like a
and close
statue.
my eyes.
Girl, and it
Like,
don't matter where
seriously.
I'm at. I'll be on the sofa. I'll be in my room. I don't care where I'm at. I will take a nap. If
Just
I'm in a
take
parking lot somewhere and I'm waiting for you to get something in the store, I will sleep in my car. Okay? I don't care. Okay.
Look, when I'm done, she could tell you we could be out and drinking and having fun. When
Yeah.
I'm done and I'm ready for bed, I'm out. I'm like, see y'all, I'm
Yeah,
out of here.
I'm like, no, just one more beer. She's like, nope, I'm done. I'm done.
Nope, I'm
Like,
going to bed.
I'm
Yeah.
going to bed. Bye. Like I'm done.
But anyway, I'm sorry for interrupting. You said your mom, and it just reminded me of me because I do take those 25 to 30-minute power naps. So that's what she used to do. My kids don't bother me either. Like
That's
if they're
nice. Yeah.
home and I take a nap, they will
They're
not
peaceful.
bother me
You got them
until I get up.
trained.
Yep.
My mom
Yep.
had me trained. My mom had me trained. I was like, oh my god, I can't even breathe. I'm like, for 20 minutes.
She was in the kitchen.
Seriously, I'm like, damn, I cannot wake that woman up because she'll be
That's
pissed.
funny.
It's so funny. But I was gonna ask though, do you feel that your mom being a working mom, basically, do you feel like that helped to mold you to the person you are today?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that it made me independent for sure because I was responsible for myself.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Joe?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep, I feel the same way. I felt, I feel like not only did it make me stronger, more independent,
Mm-hmm.
but it also taught me the things I didn't want to do for my kids. Like I wanted to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And I
wanted to be
think that
present.
that's why,
Yeah.
yeah. And
That's true.
that's why we're different with our kids.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Yep.
How do you feel about working moms that have like those side hustles? Like fucking taking pictures of their toes and feet and whatever.
Where do I sign up?
We've been talking about this for a minute. We have been talking about this for a
What's it
minute.
called?
Feet
Where
Finder.
are these jobs at? Because where are they?
I know,
Because
seriously. I think it's called Feet Finder and OnlyFans.
because where are they? Because um yeah, if it was something that easy, I would do it. But
Girl,
Seriously,
people that
you
have
need
side
seriously.
those.
hustles, more power to them because I don't have the energy.
Where do you find the energy, right?
Right?
Like, I mean, you're like you said, 100% at work, 100% at home.
Mm-hmm.
Where else are you gonna split your time to do
Right.
something, to fucking fulfill some
That's
man's
too much.
fantasy? That's not
That's too
gross.
much.
Making sure your toes are painted. You have a little banana between them. I mean, like,
Oh,
That's
Lord.
different. That's different, you know? And then
but
and
whatever.
eventually, if you make enough money,
Yeah,
right, then you
you
don't
can
have
Yeah.
to
quit.
be present at the full-time job anymore, you know?
That is very true. This is why we're doing podcasts, putting out into the universe.
That's right.
But we promise you won't ever see our feet.
Sorry, gentlemen, not happening.
No thanks.
Ay, Dios mío.
Is it easy or difficult to turn the switch off when you come home from work? I think we kind of talked about this. Like you leave work at work, right?
Yeah, I leave work at work. When I come home, I know I'm coming home to be a mom and a wife.
Yeah, yeah. I struggled with this a little bit. I was a workaholic for many years, and so I struggled with leaving work at work. It kind of like became this almost like an obsession where I felt like I had to keep doing and just still be available and still working, coming home and then getting back online. I literally was a workaholic, so I did struggle with this.
That sounds like a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. To the point to where my daughter said, I was working remotely and she was like, Mom, we're together. It was during COVID. She's like, we're together 24/7 and I still feel lonely. I'm never alone and I still feel lonely. And I was like,
Ouch.
ow.
Yeah.
That's when I realized I have to change my shit. Like I can't just roll out of bed, even though it was easy, roll out of bed, get on my computer because my setup was in my bedroom too.
Yeah.
So I hardly ever even came out of my bedroom. Like it was that bad. It was really bad for me. So I struggled a lot with it, but I got better. I think. Joe, did you ever
Yeah.
struggle with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Not
you
knowing when to cut it off.
struggle with that? Leaving
I
work at
did.
home? I mean, leaving work at work?
I did. I did. Yeah, I did. I did for a long time. I worked in medical property management, so it was constantly going. The engineers, if they couldn't get in touch with somebody else, they would always call me, and then I would have to help them. I think now more I've given myself that that grace. 6 o'clock, if it's not an emergency,
Don't bother me.
don't bother me.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm with my family. I'm doing things. I have other things that I do. Work is not my life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's good.
it's definitely changed.
Yeah.
That's good.
I have our last question of the night. How do you address those other moms who give you their opinions on what you can do better as a working,
Flor, how do you address?
as a working mom? Yeah. How do you address those moms?
I laugh because I know how direct she is. So that's
Well, but do you do it in a professional manner, or do you just kind of like cutthroat, like stay in your lane, bitch?
What you just said. And no one's opinion matters to me. Did I ask you?
Yeah.
cha-ching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless I solicited your advice because I'm struggling with something,
Yeah.
and I had like lately I've been asking other moms, like right now my issue is my son is a vampire. He sleeps all day and plays all night on his game.
Yeah.
And so I've been asking other moms, like, what am I doing? You know, is your kid doing this? Am I doing something wrong here? Like, I've lost control, right? Because there's no bedtime here. And everybody's like, no, our kid's doing the same thing. Our kid goes to sleep at, 6, 7 in the morning, and they're sleeping till 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then they wake up and repeat.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is only for the summer, though, okay? Because
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Of
ain't
course.
playing that shit during school. But like that was something I've been soliciting advice for. And
Yeah.
I've been listening, and everybody's a weak ass mom, just like me. We all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you as weak as I am.
Hey, my 23-year-old is still doing it, and he works for a living.
And everybody's response is, I'm going to sleep.
It's
I'm not
happening.
arguing with them.
Yeah.
And it's true. Even my husband be knocked out. Like he's probably sleeping right now on the sofa.
Yeah.
I have even heard him. He's probably sleeping. He, our child outlasts all of us.
Yeah.
So we have no control. And I don't know what to do. It's like, oh my God, like, but come school, he know not to play with me. Come school, he know he can't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I haven't solicited advice. But I was quite, and today I was getting my nails done. I went to get my nails done, and I'm asking her, but she's a single mom, right?
Mm.
And I asked her, I was like, well, what do you do? Because her son's 11. And she looked at me, she Mexican, right? She looked at me, she was like, ¿y qué? Yo le quito todo. I was like, ya le quita las cosas. I'm like, so I would be a bad mom if I took my son. She was like, yo le saco el PlayStation del cuarto. It's like, I
Yeah.
was like, wow, tú eres fuerte, tú eres poderosa.
I did the same thing to
I
Christian,
I
honey.
did the same thing to my son when he was younger.
I
Yeah.
can't. And see, so my kid is such a good kid
Yeah.
that why would I take anything away from him? Now,
Yeah.
if he disrespects me somehow, or let's say school starts and he doesn't want to go to bed, oh, then you best believe we taking out his stuff, right?
Mhm.
But right now, there's no reason, you know. But she had me cracking up because she was like, they know not to play with me. She was like, I will take his PlayStation. But she was telling me in Spanish. And she was like, she calls me señora. She's like, señora Flor o doña Flor. She goes, es que usted viene de una casa de dos padres y los niños son consentidos.
It's true. It's true. And what she's
She's like,
saying is
y
you
pero
come
como
from
yo
a
soy,
two-parent
yeah,
household and
yes. And
you're
she's
a little
like, y
bit
como yo
spoiled.
soy una mujer sola y madre sola, a mí me respetan. I was
Yeah.
like, well, damn.
Well, because she's got to be mom and dad, right?
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh.
So she has
That's
to
right.
like lay down
You
the
have to be
law.
strict. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. She can't be in any shape, way, or form
Weak
lenient.
at
Hmm.
Yeah.
all. You're
Yeah.
right.
Or
You're
they
right.
will take advantage.
Yeah.
They will take
Especially with
advantage.
boys.
Oh yeah, especially with boys. Yeah, they give
Mm-hmm.
you the cute little look. Like my son is so handsome, and when he was younger, he was even more handsome. Like
Girl, I
he
believe
just
it.
he
I can imagine how handsome your son is because
he
that's how I
he,
feel about my son.
he was so. I mean, and he would just give you that look,
And
and I'm
those
like,
eyes, he probably has the
Mhm.
yes,
dreamy
like
eyes, right?
yes, and I'm
Yeah,
like, my
of
God.
course.
And in my mind, I'm thinking this little fucker, and I'm looking at him like, nope, that's not gonna work with me. I'm like, it's fucking working, but it's not gonna work with me.
Because all you see is this perfect creation that you
Yeah,
created, and
yeah.
everything's perfect about them, and then you
Mm-hmm.
know they have a sweet and good heart, so
And
you're
he
just
does.
like, how can I even be mad at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard, girl. It's hard being it's hard being a mom.
Yeah.
It is. Inside your heart's like just melting, but then you got to put
Yep.
this like tough exterior. Like you better
Especially
listen.
when you have good children. When you have
Yeah.
good children, it's hard. It's
Yes. Yes.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah. With my girls, it was different. Girls are harder. You have a girl and a boy, so you
Hmm.
know. Girls are just harder. They push that freaking limit. Oh man, they know how to push your little buttons, and they're just like,
I don't know. Jocelyn was always so good.
Oh,
She was
yeah.
so cute. It's so
my
good.
girls.
With those blue eyes, you just wanted
I know those blue eyes that pierce into your soul.
to.
But Yvette, with you and your daughters, I bet that they had your attitude, right?
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Both of them.
So we're dealing with many girls
Mini,
like
Mhm.
yeah, mini
us.
us. Yeah, you're right. You're
Okay?
right. Yeah.
And we already know it's like we already know what's happening or what's about to happen because, right? That's us, right?
Hmm.
But they're
Hmm.
10 times worse.
Yep. Yep.
It's like they're stronger, like they're everything about them is stronger than what we were.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. They're more fierce. They're
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and
Opinionated.
sometimes and honestly smarter sometimes. I feel
Yeah.
like my daughter's smarter
Yeah.
and thinks things out clearly, and you just be like, okay. But you're right, they are harder. They're harder because you're dealing with your mirror 10 times
That's true.
worse.
That is so true. That's so
Yep.
true. Yep. And my son, he's just the better parts of me. He's got his own little
Yes.
personality, but he's just got the better parts of me. And my daughters are
Yes,
like,
I agree.
you're right. It's like
I
looking
agree.
in a mirror. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then you can't be mad at them. You almost like are proud of them, like
Yeah.
you go girl, but not
Yeah,
with me.
like you're so strong and you got this, girl, and you know how to do it, right? You're proud. But at the same time it's like, this little fucking bitch is arguing with me about this, you know? Or she gonna tell me how to do it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when they were teenagers, though. Now,
Yeah.
as adults, now
Oh,
I gotta say, they're especially my older daughter. Like, all three of them are like
They're so
besties.
sweet.
They're all my besties, but my middle
yeah, I
daughter, like
love that. I love it.
she and I were like living like parallel lives. It's kind of weird. Like, the things that she goes through, I'm like, oh my god, I literally was going through that the other day, or
Wow.
it's so funny. Our conversations that we have, it's
Mm-hmm.
so wonderful. So, yeah. And then my youngest, I was telling Joe in a different episode with my youngest, I feel like it's so nice because I don't have to be on with her. I don't have to entertain her. We're just in each other's presence and we're good. We
That's
hold each
awesome.
other's hands and we're just like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, she's literally my mini me. A
Love that.
1,000%, thousand
Yep.
percent. Yeah.
Love that.
I
Yep,
was
that's
blessed
awesome.
with boys, and I love having boys.
Yeah.
Yes, you always did.
Boys are so much easier, let me tell you. They're so much easier than girls.
Joanna used to be like, this is even before I even thought of my son.
Hmm.
I did want another kid, and I used to tell Joanna, God ain't gonna give me no boy. I wouldn't know what to do with a boy because I am not a boy mom. And
Yeah.
Joanna's like, just wait. If you ever get pregnant and you have a boy, get ready for the Tonka trucks and the this and the that and the
Hmm.
dinosaur clothes. I was
Yeah.
like, girl, God won't give me no son. And as soon as I stopped working over there, girl, I got pregnant and God gave me a son.
Yep. Yep. And it's the best thing, right? He looks
Yeah.
at you like you're the most beautiful woman. And actually, my son, so I'm one of those moms that didn't speak Spanish to my kids. And so
Hmm.
they're like whiteified Hispanic kids. But my son, the one line, he would always say, Tú eres la más linda mujer de este mundo. That's the one line he would always, and he would say it to me only.
Ah, I know
Mama.
he melts your heart.
Oh my God. At 30 years old, he still fucking melts my heart. He's the best man in my life.
That's awesome. I
He
know
really
because my
is.
son, he constantly tells me how much he loves me.
Yeah.
I hand him dinner and he'd be like, thanks, mom, I love you. And I just be like, oh,
Hmm.
That's that's the
Yeah.
one thing that I think is so important because we grew up the way we grew up, that telling them every minute, I mean, still to this day, when I hang up with Christian, is Mom, I love you. Sean, Mom, I love you. I would always make sure and drill into them that I love you. You're the love of my life. Like, period, point blank. You guys are it. And I think that helped too with them being the men that they are now.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And they are very lovable with you
That's
when they're
awesome.
around you. I mean, Christian hangs all over her,
and he's like this big.
Sean gives the greatest
But
hug.
Joanna is a boy mom, and she
I'm a
Yeah,
boy
knows
she
mom.
is.
she
Because
did
I'm
all
like a
that boy
boy.
stuff.
Sometimes I think I should have been born a boy.
Yeah, I think the same big thing about myself, but it's all good. All right, I have our words of wisdom. We like to end every episode with our
Okay.
words of wisdom. So I have our words of wisdom now. And this one says, how a person treats you is exactly how they feel about you, regardless of what they say. Listen or
Absolutely.
watch their actions, don't listen to their words. So, yeah. That's exactly what it is. Exactly how they feel about you is how they're going to treat you.
Yes.
Agreed.
And to add on to that, exactly how they feel about themselves is how they're going to feel about you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the limit. That's the cap that they can feel about you is how they feel about themselves. So if they don't love themselves, they're not going to love you to the
Very
max.
true.
You know.
Very true.
So, Flor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It
I
was
have
such
to
a
call
fun
you so we can
time.
catch up. So much to catch up on.
I know. Thank you for having me. This was great. I enjoyed every minute of it.
I hope to meet you in person one day.
One day we will. We'll take a weekend trip to Atlanta. I
Come?
will.
Yes, please do.
We gotta
Please
plan
do.
something, Joanna.
Yes.
Well, you have a wedding, right? You're planning a wedding, right?
Girl, that's gonna be in a couple years.
Okay. Anyway,
What is
we
that?
gotta talk. We gotta talk. We could plan a short weekend. Oh, I would
Yeah.
love to come out there with Jocelyn.
Girl,
Yay!
you can come stay in my house. You don't have to stay in
Okay,
my.
then that's so easy. We gotta make it happen.
Yeah,
Let's make it happen
for
for
Let's
sure.
make
sure.
it
For
happen. Yep.
sure.
All right.
Thank you guys so much
Sounds
for joining
good.
us on this episode of Chats con Sabor. Adios, amigos.
Bye, Flor. I'll talk to you
Bye.
later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.